All right, welcome guys. This is Mike Popovich, and I'm just going to do probably about 20 minutes on what is Trunited, and just from my perspective. Excuse me. So we have a fresh recording here, and so anyway, I've been around direct sales, networking, home-based business for 20 plus years. My wife and I have been financially independent the last 18 years, which has truly been pretty awesome life, and love this industry, but also didn't like necessarily all the things about it. We wanted to change some things, and ran into Dr. Nicholas Porter about 3 years ago. Again, I've known him for 12 plus, and but really worked closely here the last 3 years. And if you haven't already done so, please go Google him and Risas Dental, RISAS, because he is one of the most ingenious business minds I've ever seen. And you know what? He disrupted dentistry, and he's about to disrupt commerce, e-commerce, networking as we know it. You know, he added value to the consumer. He literally provides half-price dentistry, yet he paid his dentists in a profit pool, which was really unique. Treated them like owners or shareholders from day one. And his average dentist now works 3 days a week versus 5 days a week, like most dentists, and makes 4 or 5 times the industry average. And so when we started chatting, a couple of years ago, again, he said, you know what, Mike, he goes, I want to create, I've already created wealth for my family and disrupted one industry. I want to create something for the average guy to truly go make at least $500 a month if that's all they want. His goal is to have 1 million families making $500 a month around the world. But if people want to make more, if they want to make 5,000, 50,000 a month and up, provide something like that for free. So it's a free platform. There's never a charge. And you do get treated like owners from day one. And so some unique things about this, guys, before I kind of walk you through the platform and where you can make money on virtually almost everything you do, is that it's normal prices, the exact same prices, exact same products that people are already paying. And the industry I come from, you typically have overpriced vitamins or lotions, or hey, here's why this juice does this, and here's why it costs so much. And Dr. Nico's ingenious profit pool can go, you know what, we can add 100 million people to this platform and just pay them back for things that they're already doing. And if they just want to make a handful of dollars back for what they already do, whether it's go to the movies, whether it's buy, products, some of the best brands on Amazon, whatever it is we can do that. And if they want to make more, we certainly can. And so I just think it's awesome that it's free and the exact same prices, exact same brands, no overpriced things. The market tells you what the price is for these things. And yet, despite all that, from what I used to get paid after running millions of dollars of volume through the company I was with, it still pays me four times more than anything else out there. And so if you're looking for something that's truly disruptive, it's very different. I can just tell you that this is what we've got our hands on. And so anyway, this is the front page of Trunited, and I'll go through a couple things here. This blue bar as we speak, this is where you can find almost anything you want. And I'm going to kind of go through some of these products, etc. But if you want all the updates, you can go to the wall. But let's just do this. I'm going to click on Big Reward Brands right now. And some of you guys know one of the managing partners, Carlos Salguero, is one of the top Amazon sellers in the world. I've known Carlos for 15 plus years. And all the big sellers on Amazon that are seven figures and up a month guys, Carlos either trained or was in the same room being trained with these guys. And so here's what's unique, guys, is a lot of these things, if you Ciela Skincare, Healthy Vita Vitamins, 64 vitamins and skincare, Vengo energy drinks, Zao, etc. You can go look at all these things, guys, and get 30% back on all of these products in points, and we'll tell you what that equates to here in a minute. But they're the top brands on Amazon. So here's how cool that is. How many people do you know shop on Amazon? I'll talk about the Amazon Rebate Club here in a minute. But hey, would you like to buy some of the top brands, exact same, and get points back in this payback model that turn into cash at the end of the month? I think it's such a simple thing. And as I go through this, if most of you guys would just find 4 or 5 products that you can use every day from here, much less the Amazon Rebate Club, you're going to do 100 points a month, which is about $20 to $22 back every month with just you. And obviously, if you share it with other people who share it with other people who share it with other people, you can go create as big of a passive income as you want. And so my wife and I have enjoyed that for 18 plus years, which is just awesome. So this is where we get a lot of money, guys, right here in these products. And so I'm going to show you another thing here. But if you go to the wall, you'll see right on the front the Amazon Rebate Club, where you can send up a messenger bot where it shoots deals to you. And I'm just going to click on this. This is the Amazon Rebate Club, what's been offered here this past week. And this is kind of betaing, but this is pretty incredible. If you know that the orange Vango energy drink sold out quickly, the strawberry sold out quickly. There's still some apple Vango left where you can buy 24 cans and get 78% points back. You can buy Cielo, one of the top skincare brands on the market, for $29, get 77 points back. And so these are going to be shot out almost daily, ultimately, where lots of brands, hundreds, ultimately thousands, will go, you know what, we wanted to make a name for ourselves on Amazon. And that's first come, first serve. Those deals are going to get shot out to you all the time. And so it's going to be so easy to do 100 points, guys. So that's, I would encourage all of you guys to get paid back 60, 70, 80% points on Amazon deals. And so that's the big reward brands, is the best place to go make money. And then the second largest payback is right here, these services, Trunited services. You know, Trunited notes, you can send a card, etc. We're going head to head with some of the biggest companies on the market where we're cheaper and pay back more, which is just awesome. So if you're going to send a card, you know, realtors, insurance agents, yourself, you want to send a birthday card, you want to send an anniversary card, you just want to send a thank you card, you don't have to touch it. You can download a photo. They pack it for you. They put the stamp on and send it, and that's a pretty cool thing. You know, Trunited tickets. Mike Sharbo said he's watching the game for me as we speak, and I just looked up. It's not looking good for the Rocks, but anyway. Hey, if you're going to go to a baseball game, if you're going to go to a concert, check this first. You know, they pay us 10% back, and often you can find incredible deals. You know, Trunited Travel is one of those things, guys, that everybody should use, and so you see up to 55% cash back plus 11% points, or cash off, I'm sorry. And this is unique, guys. So I did a little test. You can pretty much do it anywhere in the world. Even if it's the exact same price, you're still going to get 10, 11% points back. But here's how cool this is Priceline came to us and said, you know what, you guys are driving so much traffic to us. We want to include you in a deal that's behind a firewall that the average person can't find. And so when you go click on this, I just clicked Las Vegas 2 weeks from now, and you can't find it on Kayak, you can't find it on Expedia, etc. So anybody who's using a hotel or rental car, I just did, like I said, Las Vegas 2 weeks from now, and the Cancun resort. So if you go to Expedia, it'll probably say $304. Our price is $170 and get 10% points back on that. You know, Four Seasons, guys, do yourself a favor and go stay at a Four Seasons sometime. It's just beautiful, 5-star resort. So it's $150 a night off that nobody else can find, all the travel deals, and you would get 27, 28 points back for that. And I know several of you just share your travel link with people going, hey, if you want a great deal on a hotel, check this link out. It'll probably save you a couple bucks. And a lot of you guys do 100 points a month just sharing your travel link. And remember, guys, you don't have to pay anything for this. This is a free platform. You know, it takes somebody like Dr. Nico, who's generous and visionary, etc. You know, Palazzo is a beautiful hotel too, $90 off or 80, whatever that is. I used to be an engineer. But $80 is $80. If you stayed there for 5 days, that's $400 you saved, and you got, you know, a lot of points back, which is really cool. So that's really simple, guys, to get points. You know, big reward brands, use the services. Then the rest of this is kind of like anyway money, we call it, where, hey, there's a gift card mall. If you're going to shop at some place, whether it's Chipotle or Airbnb or Lowe's, Starbucks, iTunes, etc., hey, buy a gift card. Most of the time you can be sitting there eating, and go to the platform, buy a gift card, and then pay for it when you go out, and you're going to get points that way. And then the last way, obviously, is just everyday retailers when you shop. And so this is pretty much everything you already know. There's hundreds of stores here, guys. Sears, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, you name it. You know, Forever 21, Living Social. A lot of you guys like that. You know, toilet paper, just all basic things that you can get paid back on, where you just share it with people. You know, who wouldn't want to do what they already do? Exact same prices, exact same brands, free, and get cash back. So let's just talk about what the earnings look like here. And I just got to switch to my mouse, and I'm going to draw right on the screen here so you guys can see this. So Here's how simple this is. You create a free platform, and between the Amazon Rebate Club and the big reward brands plus everything else you do, let's say you generate 100 points. All right. And there's a point value, which is really kind of like a share price, guys, that it's been valuing between 20 and 22 cents of every point you generate, which is, again, 4 times more than I made after creating millions of dollars of volume for the company. But let's say you shared that with 3 people. Who shared that with 3 people? Who shared that with 3 people? At 100 points times 20 cents a point. Last month it was 22 cents, but let's just use 20 because it's been right around there. That, guys, is $780 a month for a free platform, exact same prices of doing what you're doing. And you just shared it with 3 people. I think every one of you could probably share it with 3 people in the next couple of months and teach them to do the same thing and teach them to do the same thing. That's $780. That's significant. That's over $9,000 a year raise just by doing what you're doing. And you know what? Just do it again. Let's just say you shared it with 3 more. You taught these guys to share it with 3 more. So it's really just 6 people, share it with 6 people, share it with 6 people. And at 100 points times 20 cents, that's $5,160 a month. Now, that's what got my wife and I interested in this industry, in a traditional networking company that was all overpriced product, cost to the system. You really had to have some vision and invest in that thing. But that intrigued me. I thought, you know what, if I could make an extra $5,000 a month, my wife could probably stay home and raise the kids, which she has for 19 plus years, which is just awesome. And but then what if you did it a little further? Hey, what if you just found 1 guy a month for the next 10 months who got this? I think every one of you could do that. So you shared it with 10. And what if they did the same thing? They shared it with 10, and then they shared it with 10. At 100 points, guys, that's $22,000 a month. And that's when I came home. Is my oldest son, Solomon, who's actively building Trunited a network right now, was 9 months old when I walked away from corporate America as an aeronautical engineer. And it's just been an incredible run. But I saw something different with Trunited, and I said, you know what? I'm ready to go. I'm willing to walk away from what I had because I see how big this actually is. And so we call this 3 generations. And 10 shared it with 10, shared it with 10. That's 3 generations. Imagine if you could get paid for everybody that became friends on Facebook, who they befriended, who they befriended, who they befriended. And what if you got paid that percentage 15 generations? That's what Trunited is, guys. So what if these 10 shared it with 10, shared it with 10? And I promise you there's going to be people that do that over the next 6 to 12 months. Now, what if one more generation did it? If they shared it with 10? You know what? Add a 0. That's $220,000 a month. And if they shared it with 10, well, you see what I'm talking about. That's $2 million a month. And I can just tell you, there's different leaders, there's different people that have the vision where they've been in typical organizations, et cetera, and put hundreds of thousands of people in 15 generations, and they're more excited than they've ever been because of what we're doing here. So I would just tell you this is you've got everything you need to be great. There's no shoe to drop in this thing. Dr. Nico is one of the most ingenious business minds I've ever been around. You don't go from 0 to 300 million in an old industry, totally disrupting it, if you just don't have, like I said, an ingenious way of looking at business and generosity where you said, you know what, I've created wealth for my family. I want the average guy to be able to go create wealth for their family. So let's remove all the barriers of entry. It's free. We don't have to sell overpriced juice or anything like that. It's simply doing what you're doing, getting cash back and sharing it with others. So I can just tell you this next 12 months is going to be a really, really fun ride. And for those guys that are going to stick around, I think it could change the financial destiny of your families for the rest of your life. So God bless you guys. We'll see you on the trail. And we're going to stop here in just a second.